If you're thinking about getting a car on finance, then this CarWow Top 10 guide is here to help with everything you need to know about the options available with the help of these three cars. %80 of people buy a car on finance. Now I'm saying buy because you don't always actually legally own the car during the term of the agreement. The finance company does. However, certain types of finance do eventually pass over ownership onto you once all the payments have been made. You can get some form of finance on any age of car. Usually rates are more favourable on new cars. Now that's because manufacturers provide what's known as deposit contributions. Essentially, they reduce the amount you have to pay up front as an incentive to choose their car. You might want to buy a car with cash that you've either saved or borrowed from a bank. And the advantage of that is that you actually own the car from the outset. However, the total purchase price will usually be slightly more, as often dealers can give slightly better savings when they sell a car on finance. Every dealer on CarWow is authorised by the Financial Conduct Authority for providing consumer finance. And whenever you configure a car on CarWow, you'll get a range of offers back from dealers, and you can pick the offer and the dealer you like best, and they'll be more than happy to talk you through the available finance options and costs. While dealers may offer larger savings for cars sold with finance, due to the interest you have to pay, it can still work out more expensive in the long run than buying a car with cash. Also, you should look out for any penalties attached to the agreement. Personal contract hire, PCH, which is also known as leasing, is a bit like renting your house. So you pay an initial deposit to get access to the car and then pay monthly for its use over the period of the term, which is usually between 1 and 3 years. And then at the end, you just give it back. Now this route may be suitable if you change your car regularly. However, you never actually own the car, and you may have to pay a penalty if you do any damage or go over any mileage allowance. Hire purchase, which is also known as HP, is more like a repayment mortgage on your house. So you pay an initial deposit, then smaller monthly repayments over the term of the agreement, which is usually between 3 and 5 years, until you've repaid the full amount plus interest. Once you've made the final payment, you've effectively paid for the whole car, so therefore legally own it. Now, hire purchase can be more suitable if you want to keep your car for longer, and there's no penalty for damage or a mileage allowance. However, the monthly repayments are slightly more because you're paying for the whole car as well as interest. A personal contract plan, also known as PCP, is a little bit like an interest-only mortgage on your house. So you pay an initial deposit, then smaller monthly charges over the period of the agreement. And at the end, you're given the option to buy the car if you actually want to own it. If you don't, you just hand it back. Now, PCP may be suitable for people who want to keep their options open. However, if you do return the car at the end of the agreement, you may be penalised for any damage you've done to it or for going over a mileage allowance. Make sure you know the APR of the finance deal, as you can use this to compare to other offers. Also, find out the value of and the number of the monthly repayments and add these to the initial deposit to work out the total cost of the finance deal. You're always entitled to your consumer rights and contract regulations whenever you buy a car, regardless of how you pay for it. However, if you buy the car on finance or even just pay for a deposit with a credit card, you'll have the added benefit of being protected by the finance company if anything goes wrong with the car. Now, if you click up there, you can go to carwow.co.uk for more detailed information on buying a car on finance. And click on the video windows to watch more of our content or on our logo to subscribe to our channel.